Hello, my name is Darius, and the patch 5.9 for Legends of Runeterra is out today, and we're going to go over some of that and do a little bit of Ahri gameplay and maybe some Heimer as well. So before we begin, I just want to point out that if you do want to unlock these champions and save 30 shards, you can do that by spending 750 coins, which I believe is probably like $7.50. I believe this option is only available to you when they're level 0, and I'm not sure if it's available to you if you have shards, character-specific shards for them. So as soon as you get character-specific shards, I believe this option goes away. So if you want to do that, make sure that's the first thing you do. I don't want to do that because I have a lot of wild fragments and not a lot of money. So I'm going to unlock it the traditional way, using my wild fragments, and then I'll probably get her to level 2, maybe level 3. I don't know, because there are some fragments available in the battle pass that we're going to want to use, but I do want to show the gameplay, so I'm not sure the order I should do this in. I think we'll stop at level 2 for now, and we'll do a quick run, and then show it that way. And then for Heimerdinger, you're going to want to do the same thing. If you want to purchase him, you have to do that immediately. And if you don't want to do that, unlock him through the traditional way. Where does his thing even start? So we'll also get him to level 2 so that we can show his gameplay. Now, let's talk about the other things. Let's talk about the battle pass as soon as I can learn how to get back into the game. Okay, so here's the battle pass. There's a battle pass button. So in the store, you can buy, this is the emporium, not the featured. In the store, you can buy the battle pass for 975 coins. If you need to buy coins, you can press this plus buy the coin button, and then you have all these options. Yeah. So the battle pass includes the battle pass, and that's it. Immediately unlocks 40 champion fragments for Ahri, and I think the quests are regardless of whether you own the battle pass or not, but I am unsure. We can check that out. So yeah, these quests exist regardless of whether or not you own the battle pass, and it looks like the current quests that I have available are Darkness Descends, kill or obliterate 2+ units in a round 10 times. We have win games. This should be a repeatable quest. Every time you do it, you should get 6 battle pass points, and win a 5-star adventure with Heimerdinger or Ahri. Eventually I'll show how to do that. Probably Lysandra with Ahri is what I'm thinking right now. And then that's it for now. So this will turn into more quests over time. If there's any hard ones, I'll probably make a video on that specifically. But these quests seem to be available whether or not you own the battle pass. And in the battle pass, we have our 40 Ahri fragments. You get this for purchasing. Second thing is 40 Heimerdinger fragments. And this is free, so you don't need to upgrade to premium in order to get this. I'm going to get these before I upgrade Ahri and Heimerdinger to the 3-star constellation. So I'll probably do that, not on a video. And then we have our greater cosmic blessings, Stardust, Wild Fragments, Bronze Reliquary, Gold Vault, more Heimer Fragments, Bronze Reliquary, Silver Vault, Wild Fragments, Stardust, Gold Vault, Ahri Fragments, Cosmic Blessings, Bronze Reliquary, more Wild Fragments, Stardust, Greater Cosmic Blessings, Wild Fragments, Platinum Vault at level 20. At 21, you have the Gold Bandle Star Vessel, So this can potentially contain a... we can't look at it, that's sad. A Bandle City Nova Crystal, which would let you upgrade a Bandle City hero to the 6-star. You have a Silver Reliquary, Wild Fragments, Stardust, Cosmic Blessing, Silver Reliquary, Fragments, Stardust, Gold Vault, Silver Reliquary, Fragments, 10 Ionia Star Crystals, Stardust, Reliquary, more Wild Fragments, Silver Star Vessels. These have a low chance to drop Nova Crystals, so that's kind of nice. Greater Cosmic Blessing, Platinum Vault, Wild Fragment Stardust, Silver Star Vessel, Platinum Vault, Wild Fragment Stardust, Silver Star Vessel, Silver Reliquary, and a major Gemstone Vessel, more Star Crystals for Bandle City, and a Diamond Vault. So you do have a couple chances to get some Nova Crystals in here. Not necessarily good chances, but yeah, that exists. I wish they'd put like a gold Silver Star Vessel in there, but they did not do that. And then in the store, we have... already looked at the Battle Pass. Heimerdinger Celebration Bundle. This is where you'll get his Relic, which is defense spending. This is the upgraded turret plating. We'll look at that in a little bit. You get 60 Heimerdinger fragments. So if you wanted to buy these, you could just not spend your wild shards. And then between this and the Battle Pass, you can get him, I think, a little more than 3 startup. Maybe it's exactly 3-star. 30, 10, 20, 40. Yeah, so you'd probably get him exactly 3-star if you buy this and also the Battle Pass. Actually, I think his node is free. So if you buy this for $10, you can get a 3-star Heimerdinger to start. You also have his 4-star bundle, which contains a champion skin, the Pool Party skin, Heimerdinger fragments, 4 gold vaults, 10 Bandle City Star Crystals, and 3,000 Stardust. And the 5-star bundle has 320 fragments, a Bandle City Minor Gemstone Vessel, 3 Platinum Vaults, 50 Bandle City Star Crystals, 25 Wild Fragments. Ahri is going to be the same, except Ahri has Essence Theft, which is her Relic instead. And yeah, same thing. You get the Winter Queen Ahri skin here, along with her fragments, gold vaults, Star Crystal Stardust, and that will cost you $20. And this one for around $35. 280 Ahri fragments. Is that less than Heimerdinger had? Yeah, Heimerdinger had 320. And Ahri has 280. That's interesting. 2 Ionia Minor Gemstone Vessels, 3 Platinum Vaults, 50 Star Crystals, and Wild Fragments. And then everything else remains the same. So if you want any of those things, you can do that. You also have... I don't know if these are old or new. It looks like these are old. I was looking for the new skins, and I do not see them, so I have no idea what these champion skins look like. I guess they're unavailable outside of those bundles, so unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, so all that is fine. Guess I could probably look at it from the card. That's a thing, right? Yes I can. So this is the Winter Skin Ahri, or Winter Queen Ahri. It looks pretty cool. And that is the level up. And then for Heimer, we have Full Party Heimerdinger, which looks like that. And his level up, which looks like that. Alright, so you get those if you buy the 4-star bundles, and you get the relics if you buy the 3-star bundles. And the relics are defense spending, power, your Nexus has tough, I am tech. I think the I am tech basically only applies to anyone you're using Beast Within on because it's a subtype, Nico and Heimerdinger. Presumably it's really good on Heimerdinger because his techs get his upgrades. And we have Essence Theft for Ahri. This is an epic. When you recall another unit, grant me +1/+0. Power game start, create a homecoming in hand and grant it double time watch. I am unsure if this affects your other double time watches, so we'll have to see. And then let's just toss Lost Chapter on her. It's always good. And we can go over what she does and her deck and constellations. So, Ahri. Attack. The 2/2 for 2, quick attack. On attack, the first time I attack, strike, swap me with the ally to my right, then recall it. Level up as you have recalled 5 units. I think I have to go into his starting deck to actually look at her level up. The level up is when you recall an ally, reduce its cost by 1. Each time I attack, strike, swap me with an ally to my right, then recall it. So with that, she can just do a chain of recalls. Ahri's charm is recall an ally to give an enemy vulnerable this round. Create an Ahri in your deck. That is her champion spell. Her deck is 2 dancing droplets. These are 1/1 elusive. When they're recalled, draw 1. So I kind of wonder if she has the potential to deck herself out. Sparring Student. When you summon another ally, give me +1/+1 this round. Ahri herself, of course. Charm, that is her champion spell. Recall an ally to give an enemy vulnerable. It's focus speed. Mr. Root, 2 cost 0/1. When I'm summoned, draw 1. So yeah, she has a lot of draw in her deck. Sprite Dance, cost 2. Recall an ally to grant all of its stacks of spirit to another ally. This is probably going to be pretty important because when you summon and recall, you're going to be granting spirit with her 3-star power. The Maker, costs 3. Play a recall unit with less power than me. We haven't gone over the constellations yet, but her spirit stacks stay, so you're going to be able to recall probably anything if you recall and replay him enough times. We also have Homecoming, and again, I'm not sure if this is going to be impacted by her Essence Theft Relic. We'll try it out when we get it. This is a fast spell, costs 4, recall an ally or unit, and recall an ally unit or landmark. To recall an enemy unit or landmark is pretty good, especially if we get double time watch on it. And we have Pathless Ancient. I cost 2 less for each unit you've recalled this round. So this is Ahri's deck. Her constellations are her 1-star is Spirit's Blessing. When you recall an ally, grant it spirit. Whispers from Past Lives. +1 starting mana. Units keep permanent stamp buffs and keywords when recalled. When you recall an ally, reduce its cost by 1. So what we're not sure of is whether this impacts enemies when we recall them or not, if they keep their stat buffs. Kind of sounds like they do. And that could be bad on something like Weekly Nightmares. Spirit's Blessing 2 is her 3-star. When you recall an ally, granted spirit. We're going to do the first adventure without. And her constellations actually laid out kind of cool. I like this. Star of Bounty is +2 rerolls. And then her Gemstone Celestial Fortune is the normal one. +5 chance to find epic items and powers. +1 for legendaries. On this tail, we have Star of Legends. Your support champions have Stalker's Blade. This will be fun when you recall them and replay them. Star of Wonder, Dancing Droplet has Flash Palm Satchel. So whenever you summon it, and presumably you're going to be summoning it a lot of times, it's going to plant 4 Flash Palm Traps in the top 8 cards of the enemy deck. I am worried about decking out. It seems like that's a distinct possibility. And Parting Gift, I believe, is the 6-star. When you recall an ally, it strikes the enemy Nexus. This should be insane. Her Celestial Bounty is +1 reroll for Ionian Champs. Celestial Insight, plus 100% XP for Ionian Champs. Her 4-star is Hold It. Round starts, stun the strongest enemy. This is a generally good power. It keeps you safe. Star of Blessings is the Maker has Locket of Solari. So every time you replay it, it's going to have Barrier. and presumably you're going to want to replay it a lot of times. 5-star is, of course, Mana Flow. Get a Mana Gem. And a Star of Discovery, as spells you require have Mana Potion. This will be nice to reduce the cost of things you're playing. She's going to be mana hungry for sure. And the Star of Legends as support cards have an additional item. So this is a very simple constellation tree. It looks like you can pretty much go anywhere you want after you get this 3-star. And there's not much blocking you from your 6 and 5-star. Alright, all that said, let's go ahead and do an adventure, see how it feels. Oh, we can actually look at the new adventures too. So we have the Bounty Hunter is new, and the reward is 10 fragments. And so it looks like you can do this 4 times, and each time you'll get fragments for the champion that you beat this with. Yeah, so that exists. And see if I know how to navigate. The Hand of Noxus over here. Maybe just start here. Special rules: when the foe's units attack, grant the strongest attacking unit +2/+0. This is going to be pretty aggressive. This is Darius, and the first time you beat it, you get a gold vault. I don't know what these other things will give us later. And we have in Ionia this Yasuo adventure, which gives us 40 Yasuo fragments for our first completion. I don't know what the following completions will give us. I'd probably look it up. Yeah, not sure anyone knows yet. I couldn't find it from a quick glance, and I do want to actually play the game. So, special rules here are Windswept Wanderers. When the player summons a follower that costs 2 or less, stun it. That kind of sucks. It's going to be actually really hard to play like Ahri into it because all of her stuff costs 2 or less. So you're just going to be permanently stunned, and it has Deadly. I'm kind of sad about this. I don't think it needs to have Deadly. Deadly is just kind of trash, to be honest. Anyway, so I'm going to mark down what all these have to start with, and then I'll update the videos later with what all that stuff is. Okay, quickly, having Yasuo fragments is actually really good because Yasuo is amazing, and yeah, that's really nice. Okay, moving on, let's actually play the game. Let's try this Darius adventure. We'll get our gold vault if we win, and we get to figure out what the next thing is as well. Looks like we have a Zoe mid-boss, and the first thing is the Noxkraya Arena, which is expected. This is adapted from the story adventure, so if I remembered what that was, I probably wouldn't be surprised. Looks like we're starting with only the common things available to us for our first adventure, so let's just go ahead and do that. Let's actually pull back for a second because I didn't talk about her champion level ups. I'm sorry, this is disorganized. I am disorganized. So her champion level ups are at level 2, you get Pathless Ancient with Skirmisher's Saber, so that is Challenger, and 25 Nexus health. Barbarian Student gets +1/+0 and Brash. Level 4 is 30 Nexus health, and you get your support up. Champs have a random common item at 5. At 6, Bright Dance gets Predict. 7 is +1 Revive. 8 is your Relic. 9 is Homecoming summons a Mighty Poro. That's actually pretty nice. At 10, you just get 2 regen and +1%. I think that's just normal. 11 is Support Upgrade 2. Support champs have a rare item. 12 is Mr. Root has Bright Staff. That's Spirit. So he's going to come down with double Spirit. Don't know if that's every time you play him or not. We'll have to see. 13 is your second relic slot. 14 is your first combat reward includes common items, +10% to find rare items and powers. 15 is the Maker comes with Pickaxe. 16 is health plus epic chance. So this is where you get 35 starting Nexus health and plus, is that normal? probably is, but plus 5% to find epic items and powers. 17 is support upgrades have common items. Support cards have common items. 18 is Dancing Droplet has special delivery, so your Ulsul, when you attack, will add extra poison buff caps. I don't know if that's good. I don't know how often you're going to be attacking with it. And you get 2% to legendary powers. 19 is your second rare relic slot. 20 is you just game start draw a champion. 21 is Charm has mana potion, so it will cost 1 if you find Charm as a battle reward and add it. It'll cost 0 with one of the constellations. 22 is regen plus a rare health chance, so this will bring you up to your 4 Nexus health regen and 15% to find rare items and powers. 23 is support upgrade 4. Support cards have rare items. 24 is Mr. Root has Ninja Tabby, so that gives him elusive, and you get 7.5% to find epic items and powers. 25 is your third common relic slot. 26 is first reward upgrade 2. Your first reward includes rare items, plus 3% chance to find legendary powers. Path upgrade 10, or level 27 is deck upgrade 10, which gives Pathless Ancient Beige. It'll have that plus Spear Machine's Saber. It's impossible to talk, I swear. 28 has health, that's where you get 40 Nexus health. 29 is your support champs have a random epic item, and 30 is you can equip a rare relic to your third relic slot. So, looks like upgrades for Dancing Droplet, the Maker, Mr. Root, and Homecoming. And I guess Breakdance has Predict, I don't know if it matters. Marion soon has Coral Crush Gauntlets. That might be nice, we'll have to see. Rash is okay. I think sometimes it's better than Fearsome, sometimes it's not. Okay, now let's actually play the game. Now that I've talked for 22 minutes, we can play the game. Game start, create a Noxkraya Arena in the foe's hand, it costs 1. So that's worse than the other version, where it just starts with 1. And we have Ahri here. We'll keep 1 copy. Maybe I should have kept the Homecoming. I have no idea. I haven't done this yet before. Then our powers are when we recall an ally, granted spirit. And our units keep permanent stat buffs and keywords when recalled. When you recall it, reduces its cost by 1. I guess we just play Ahri. I have no idea. Drop Sparring Student, drop Mr. Root. Get Sprite Dance Mr. Root onto Ahri. Seems reasonable. So she only got 1 stack of Spirit, and he gets 1 in hand. Let's see what happens when we replay him. So now he's up to 2. Maybe I should have tried this with something else. So we can recall him again to give Spirit to Ahri here. That'll avoid the Clean Strike. And so yeah, he's giving his Spirit stacks. When he recalls, he gets a Spirit.
When you put down roots,
And we will play him again, and this attack is winning. I'm gonna try some other things here and see how that plays out. Definitely this would feel better with 3-star power. Yeah, don't have it yet, but we would be transferring a lot more spirit over, and that would be much better. Our units would just be bigger in general. I'll take Nora. I think the power I chose was Biggle Dust Sprinkle. So when you summon a created ally, it gets +1/+1. So Nora will be able to make created allies. I'm gonna go for money. Normally I would take a removal, but I'm not convinced I know enough about this deck to do that. And I think Stargazer is gonna be easier than Trifarian Shieldbreaker, so we'll do that. We'll keep Ahri in hand, of course. We'll keep a Sprite Dance and Sparring Student. I'm curious how it's going to look on something that doesn't have, like, baseline spirit. So we will drop Ahri. We will attack. They won't block. We will drop Sparring Student. We probably worth blocking here. We do lose the Sparring Student, but I don't really see a way around it. And we'll drop another Sparring Student and Dancing Droplet. So when we recall Dancing Droplet, it doesn't have any spirit stacks to transfer. And it seems like the spirit isn't granted until after the recall, so you're not going to get that bonus from Spirit's Blessing until you replay it. Here, if we had Skirmisher Saber for the Challenger, that would be pretty nice. We'd be able to get rid of that unit there.
I tried to roll other friends before. They'll die.
Raise your weapon, Sunwood.
The forest surrounds us.
We call our Dancing Droplet. Replay it.
Two steps into moonlight.
If we attack like this, since Ahri will recall the Dancing Droplet, this guy will be able to block and kill our Ahri. We don't want that to happen, so we're probably forced to not recall here. Hopefully they just block everything. Anyway, I'm going slow because I'm just testing things out and kind of learning what I'm doing here.
We're never lost.
You drop the Junk Construct so that we can kill him. You can lose Mr. Root here, I guess. They'll spring gifts on that or use the gem to fill it up.
In service to the Imperial. I seem to have misplaced my self. Oh, the suspense is terrible. I hope it lasts. Off we go. Two steps into moonlight.
The one problem I'm running into is that Ahri is just not strong enough to attack yet. If we had another Sprite Dance, we could be transferring over some of the spirit, and that would help. But yeah, our Ahri is just not strong yet, so that's kind of creating a problem for us. She's also not leveled up yet, so she's not elusive.
Forest surrounds us. Light steps.
Not the stars. The point is to return the stars to the sky, Amy.
It's always hard to say goodbye.
Learn by doing.
To the emporium.
Mystical levitation requires concentration.
I hope you're excited to die too.
Time to return.
And throw away our prey.
Death is inevitable. I will make it beautiful.
The point is to return the stars to the sky, Ely.
It's always hard to say goodbye.
So here we have a choice between recalling the Maker so we can play him again later, or recalling our Dancing Droplet to make it a little bit bigger.
For a daring escape.
I'm going to go with the Dancing Droplet. We also do level up Ahri here. This is good for us.
In service to the Imperial.
Start running. Skip and a hop. Run if you can.
And then here we're fine to attack because Ahri now has quick attack, or with the quick attack, she'll recall all the way down the line.
Here I wonder. Too slow.
So I think it's going to be really important to level her up as fast as possible, and we'll be able to do that a lot quicker with like the Essence Theft Relic, giving us that Homecoming to start with. I think maybe keeping Homecoming in hand will be really important. And typically we want to avoid space toggos, but to be honest, Legion Marauder is much better. I'm going to go ahead and have a little bit of indecision here. I'm going to take space toggos and see how it goes. And of course all of this will go much faster if you have the 3-star. I'm going to go ahead and keep Sprite Dance and Homecoming in our hand. We don't start with Ahri because we don't have our level 20 power yet. So we're going to have to draw into it, but this deck has way more than sufficient draw. I'm not really concerned about that. Homecoming will let us recall, which should be good. We do draw Ahri.
Daylight fades and dusk.
We can attack here.
Knowledge is suffering.
So our goal is to build up this Mr. Root, and then eventually Spirit Dance, pull his power over onto Ahri, so he can take good attacks with Ahri.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly.
I don't know that recalling either of these is positive for us. They can replay it, and then when they replay it, they get an effect. Forcing them to discard a card, I guess, is fine. I do want to get the Maker on the board.
It reminds us there is always more to discover.
In here, we can go ahead and use our first Homecoming. Just put that Space Doggo back in our hand.
Change is coming.
Disappointing.
And we can block here, it's fine. I wanted to play it later, but not too concerned. So the next time we recall, we will level Ahri up now.
I love being a meaningless pawn.
And we have 3 stacks of Spirit, so when we recall it, we'll give those 3 stacks to Ahri.
I am Vestaya.
And now we just kind of want low cost units on the board.
Too slow.
And because of Ahri's level up power to when you're calling ally, reduces cost by 1, plus the Whispers of Past Lives. Our Mr. Root now costs 0.
Just like a short death.
Also seems to keep all of its stacks. So it has 4 stacks of Spirit. That remain true if we do it again? Because this is supposed to grant all of its stacks. Oh yeah, I guess it keeps it. Cool.
I love being
So it now has 5 stacks of Spirit. So this Mr. Root combination looks pretty good. And then here they're going to be able to block, but I mean, it is what it is. Now imagine if you had the 6-star power, recalling that would have done
When you put
6
down
damage to the
roots,
enemy Nexus,
there's a place to
which would be pretty cool.
Spilled paint is just accidental art.
Okay, here we have Homecoming. We can use Homecoming to recall this Serpent. Make our Mr. Root a little bit bigger in the process, and also make this Pathless Ancient free.
I tried to roll other friends before. They all died.
So things I'm noticing are my hand is pretty full.
And my stats are soft.
Deck seems okay.
Die with me.
We'll just block everything here. They're out of cards. And now out of the board. Obviously an attack wins here. And let's go ahead and play it out.
Targon's history is in each stone and
So things that come with Spirit are going to be pretty nice for us. It looks like the Sprite Dance is fairly relevant.
not stray.
So obviously our opponent's going to die here, but we would get to strike a bunch of times with Ahri, recalling basically our whole hand. It's not always going to be optimal, but you can see that these things are coming down with a 0 cost, so we'd be able to instantly replay them. Every time they replay, they're going to get bigger, and that'll be fun. I'll take Heroic Refrain. I think that's probably fine. Maybe Merciless Hunter was better. We'll go ahead and take the shop here. Dragon's Rage sounds okay. Try it out. Healer, we can get rid of our worst card. I think it's Pathless Ancient, if I'm honest. It might be different after we have some upgrades on him, but right now it seems like it's Pathless Ancient. And then we go into Zoe. Round start. Create a random 3 or less cost Celestial card in the foe's hand. Give it Bleeding and reduce its cost to 1. So basically you're worried about Equinox. So that could remove all of our stacks of Spirit from our allies. And also the stun Present Strike.
I seem to have misplaced my self. Hey, you brought back my favorite star.
Zoe does not come with Focusing Crystal, so she should be fairly easy to remove.
Are you lost too?
I'll take 4 here. Don't have that much hit points because we're level 0.
The forest and I are
But
one.
we'll heal after the boss, so it should be fun. And here we can drop down our Sparring Student. If it's in danger, we can use Homecoming to recall it. Let's get Mr. Root out. He seems pretty important to the deck.
Strong body, strong mind.
And our opponents come with Spell Shield, which sucks. Let's go ahead and remove that Spell Shield though. Lets us replay Mr. Root.
Suffering.
And we do pick up Sprite Dance here, which is great for us.
Off we go.
We're fine losing the Sparring Student. I'm unclear if we're fine losing the Feral Mystic yet.
Light steps.
And we don't want to lose Ahri. I'm not sure there's a way to attack where that's not guaranteed. I'll just attack with this. If we had Sprite Dance earlier, we could have given a little more power to Ahri. Also, when we get 3-star power, she's going to come a little bit stronger, and so will everything we recall. So that'll be good for us. I'm going to keep everything in hand here, just let them attack. Curious what happens. That's a good attack.
Oh, you're in for it.
So you can use Homecoming to remove the guy that we removed the spell shield from earlier. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do here. A Challenger on Nora messed up her block on the Trickster. Might lose here.
These eyes were burned out long ago.
Now, the only thing the Maker can recall here is Ahri,
Inevitable. I will make it beautiful.
but that does count as a recall, so we want to get it out. We can then replay it for +3 mana here. And then we can recall Mr. Root to grant the spirit stacks to Ahri.
The world's heart beats with mine.
Which gives us our level up. Can replay Mr. Root here. Get Nora, but I'm not sure we can afford to play her. We recall Ahri, I think she'll come back at 0. Okay, now she costs 1 still. Probably because she wasn't in play to grant her aura effect.
I'm empty inside.
And then we're worried about living next round, so we're just going to take a nice full attack here. Challenging one of the elusives, because we just can't get hit by that many elusives. Ahri's going to recall everything here. And with the Dragon's Rage, he's going to get swole. And we'll be able to replay all of those units as well next round. So here we basically just have to keep up with what our opponent's doing if we want to live. Don't really want to give them back their giddy Sparkeologist yet. And drop Nora to have an elusive blocker. Spell Shield is like really damaging. Let's strip it. Okay, giving him vulnerable does not strip it. Good to know. And since the giddy Sparkeologist, she now doesn't have the mana to replay it, we'll just send it back. So Equinox is what we're worried about if we silence, say, Mr. Root here. I had it right the first time. Then we're going to lose all of those stacks. And here I think we just win. We're going to get like 5 attacks with Ahri. And again, all of these would be doing damage if we had the 6-star.
Remember this moment.
I think Wanderer's Blessing adds some more chimes every time we play. Sounds pretty good. And for our power, I think Time and Dedication sounds really good, because that should be permanent. And so we'll just make it bigger. Also, we're having problems attacking with Ahri, so having her with more power would be really good. We'll keep Sprite Dance in hand. That's really important for us. We also want Mr. Root because he's the only thing that grows right now. If you have the 3-star power, everything's going to grow, so it'll be better. We just don't right now. And we're going to have to take this 3 damage.
The forest and I are one.
Nari to me.
I guess 5 damage because of Darius's power. And that's a grant as well. Do pick up Charm, which is good.
I hope you're excited to die too.
Serves 2 purposes. One is a recall. Second, grant vulnerable.
I tried to grow other friends before. They all died.
2 steps into moonlight.
Step on a little guy.
Too slow.
Here we're growing Ahri with our Dragon's Rage. Spell Shield's really annoying. Actually, is kind of disastrous for us.
Of course, he'd pick the highest cave.
So we need something big enough to block that guy. I don't think Mr. Root's quite there, but we can grow him. Yeah, and then we can play like Junk Construct here. It's crazy that they get to play all their cards for free and all of ours cost everything.
Cup of tea? Fine by me.
Yeah, just keep going. Let's make a big board, slowly whittle everything down.
Skip and a hop. I'm empty inside.
Mr. Root will have died there. We don't want that to happen. Take Supernova, maybe we'll get lucky and it'll go down to 0 cost.
Strong body, strong mind.
And our hand is close to full. I think I want to wait till next turn. Although it is free, maybe we just play it.
No slowing down.
Easy for you to say.
So potential for a lot of damage to be incoming right now. Probably the best thing to do is to Homecoming the Mountain Sojourner. If we do that, we're probably getting hit for a lot though. I don't really see a way around it. And I think we're going to be getting hit for more if we don't do this.
My search is over. Now I hunt.
Too slow.
Okay, we get lucky and they play a unit. Which means we can play a unit. They're not attacking. They probably won't attack if we keep playing units. Seems like it'll just make it worse for them over time.
I seem to have misplaced
So we'll play out as much as we can here. Here we are hitting a point where we're full on cards, so recalling everything to our hand would be a complete disaster. If we did have a 6-star, that would be game winning instead of a disaster, but we don't, so here we are. Can't win on 0-cost cards. I think our attack is like fine enough, even if we're not recalling everything. We can afford to put one thing back into our hand without burning it, so we're just gonna have to be comfortable with burning cards in our hand.
Run if you can.
And punch!
I think this is fine. Maybe we can recall something ahead of time. Let's recall this guy and get rid of spell shield here. Now we can replay it.
No peace till we have retribution.
Off we go!
Sweep the leg!
Like that. Can afford to get 2 cards back. So we can toss Mr. Root at the end here.
Another obstacle.
We do want to clear the whole board.
Portals everywhere.
This left. Just a little farther.
Right behind you.
What do you call that technique?
We lean on compassion when we lose our footing.
Sure, but really, watch your footing.
Don't necessarily want to keep drawing cards, but just kind of feels like I don't have a choice.
Join us. The more hands, the better.
I'll go as far as I'm able.
We do finally get a cost reduction on a high cost card. Should win next round, so we're not really worried.
My gifts cannot be refused, for they are not given.
Start running.
I will reach the peak.
Okay, made it through.
Remember this moment.
I don't know if this is a great or a disaster. Let's find out. Let's go ahead and give Spirit to Ahri. Now in our shop. Kinda wanted anything that said the word lifesteal, but we can take created cards cost 1 less. Not actually sure how many cards we create, so maybe that's a mistake, but We'll find out. And then we want the champion item chest, so we'll go down this path. I'm not sure how easy this path is going to be. We'll find out. And I think we have everything we want here. I'm looking for some sort of recall.
I stand for Noxus.
That guy attacks, our Ahri's gonna die, so we can do Dance and Droplet this round. We can't attack with it anyway. I did want to test to see if that was going to be great or terrible, but can't really afford to take damage with only 15 hit points.
I'll see all this world has to offer.
So if we use Charm on this guy, we can for sure kill the Thrashing Snapper, which would be great, and we can replay Ahri. But I didn't do that.
Striking looks and stunning wit. This is the fun part.
I think that's vulnerable this round. Darn. Oh no, this deck well enough yet. I should have saved that for next round. I didn't want to burn my spell mana though.
Observe the price of ambition.
We're gonna recall Ahri, or the Thrashing Snapper instead of Thorn of the Rose here, because we put vulnerable on Thorn of the Rose, and we want to kill it.
We are forged in war.
The forest and I are one.
They could attack here, it's actually a really good attack.
Pride was my end, as it will be yours.
The Craven will fall.
Foolish.
Curious if Cosmic Inspiration is a retained buff that can be replayed.
A whisper in the woods.
They admire the rose, but forget its thorns.
So he's a 10-10 right now, recalling it should pull him to 11.
Too slow. My search is over. Now I hunt.
And playing it only keeps it at 12. So Cosmic Inspiration is only applying once instead of multiple times.
To plunder is to die.
I guess it counts as a buff and not stats. We'll block this way just in case he has any combat tricks. You don't want to get hit and lose Ahri, for example.
The table is set. Now we die.
Death is inevitable. I will make it beautiful.
Gonna recall Nora just to get the maker on the board. We can replay her for 0, and it'll give her
I seem to have misplaced
Spirit.
my self.
It lacks authenticity.
Hopelessly lost.
Run if you can.
Natural.
We finish Darkness Descends. Get another copy of Sprite Dance. We'll clog our hand a little bit with the Sigil of the Storm. And the next thing we have is Radiant Beams, play spells that cost 3 mana or less. I'm not going to rush through those. Double tackles is always good, I think. We can heal here. Then we go into Darius, whose power is Hemorrhage. Deal 1 to the player's Nexus for each unit the foe has. Since we've been clearing kind of slow, this might be really dangerous for us. Usually starts with the Gatebreaker 2, which deals 1 damage every round. City Breaker, I guess is what it's called.
The forest and I are one.
We're calling Ahri to avoid Point Strike. Overall, this is fine. We did waste a Sprite Dance on it, but she does get some power for being recalled. And we get the Lost Chapter ability again. We can recall our Droplet. To give this guy vulnerable, we need him off the board. Should probably wait until next round to do this. I'll just play another Droplet. I do have 2 units on the board, so we're going to take 3 damage. 1 from the City Breaker. I messed up there. This Droplet became Titanic. I could have dropped Bladros first instead and played that unit for free. So I burned my 2 things. Sad. Real sad. We attack for 8 and then recall the Droplet.
Just like we practiced. Joy is a good looking.
So had I played Ladros there, I would have won the game right here. But I didn't.
We ride for Noxus! Fuse his legs! Blow them to pieces!
I have no way to recall any of their units, so I'm just going to take 5 damage for free.
For Noxus.
But it should be good enough to win. That is our first playthrough with Ahri. This is at 2-star level 1 against a 2-star opponent, which is also the new Darius, which we wanted to check out. Doesn't seem too hard. There's a fair amount of like unavoidable damage in the end, but aside from that, like, seems fine. We're coming up to an hour now on this video, a little over, so I'm going to end this one and I'll make a new one for our Heimerdinger playthrough. For our gold vault, we get some misfortune shards, get some more wild fragments, which is good because we used a bunch, and we can see what the next Noxus thing is here. Okay, we need to change. To our buddy Heimerdinger. We'll also put Lost Chapter on, just a good power, especially at level 0. The other thing you could do is put like a mana or an XP thing on them, but you kind of want to save those, in my opinion, although I have like a metric ton of them. Kind of want to save those for more profitable adventures rather than a 2-star. We got to level 6 off of doing the Noxus one, or Darius, I guess. I don't know why I say Noxus. It looks like there's a gold vault as your second win as well here. So that's it for now. I'll come back in a moment after I upload this one, and then we'll do a playthrough of Heimerdinger against the same thing. And we'll go over his deck and Constellations as well. So that is it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.